All right, you're welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The Permanent Secretary to the Federal Ministry of Interior has taken responsibility for the reinstatement of Abdul Rashid Maina into the civil service. That revelation was made during a public investigative hearing on the reinstatement and promotion of Abdul Rashid Maina.
I provoked my curiosity to look through the file and see what indeed was happening, arising from the conclusion that has arisen from the letter dated 5th October 2017.
As investigation deepens, intrigues and fresh facts begin to emerge. Permanent Secretary Ministry of Interior Abubakar Magaji owns up that he signed the letter of acceptance of Maina's reinstatement.
Who gave Maina his letter of reinstatement? Are you now saying you are not the one? It didn't go through you.
Service is an institution. Whatever happened in the process of this, minutes, whatever, the Permanent Secretary is the head of administration. I'm here to take responsibility. Whatever Interior has done wrongly in accordance with the way administrative matter has been taken to the end of this matter, because I cannot reject it. I'm the Permanent Secretary, head of admin, sir.
The letter reinstating Mr. Maina has not been delivered, and therefore the reinstatement has not been effected. So I'm confirming here, sir, that so far as the letter was never delivered to Mr. Maina, he stands dismissed. He was never reinstated into the service.
After declaring Maina wanted in 2015, the immigration boss says there was no record of how Maina left the country through the airport to the United Arab Emirates.
He has 3 passports, Chair. First passport he had was an official passport, which has expired, so it has not been renewed. His current passport is valid till 2018. It's a standard passport. Maina equally has an American passport. So in addition to being a citizen of Nigeria, Maina is also a citizen of the United States of America. I have to state that we have checked our e-pass. We have not seen movement of Maina through our airport since 2013 when he was refused. So the record available to us, Maina has not been traveling. If he has been traveling, he has not been passing through a port we can see him.
Maina is...
All right, those are some of the reports and the intrigues going on there. We have in the studio Executive Secretary, Legislative Watch and member Presidential Pensions Reform Task Team, Honorable Ngozika Ihoma Elder. It's good to have you join us right now.
Always my pleasure.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, the issue of Maina has been on for some time, but it seems that when Nigerians follow these stories, there's so much to it that Nigerians understand. Is there anything that Nigerians should know more than just someone who was laid off and then accused of corruption and there's some persons want to bring him back?
Thank you for this opportunity. And let me start by saying that whatever I'm going to say, I will be placing my hand on this Book of Mormon. As a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as one who swore to defend again the Constitution, even though it was a 1979 Constitution in 1996, when I was first elected as a councillor in a effect chocolate supporting Ministry of Government of Imo State. And having served in the House of Representatives as a senior aide to Honorable Independence Oglev in 2003 to 2005, and having been a consultant to the Senate Committee on State and Local Government from 2007 to 2011, and Senate Committee on Marine Transport from 2011 to 2012, and a member of the Pension Reform Task Team from 2012 to date. I stand to say that every information I will give will remain honest, sincere, and truthful, and one that will strengthen democracy, improve Nigeria, take us to the paradise where we are supposed to be, because pension remains one of the biggest evil to have happened in Nigeria.
Thank you for that declaration.
So, going forward, we took time when this crisis started to document our efforts because I felt challenged as a former supervisory council for information and culture in SCMB Selo government. I owe them a duty at every point to inform them of my activities. And when after serving in the pension reform task team, it became a controversial issue, I encouraged the members of the team to publish our own side of the story. And we did that since July 2014, and it's distributed all over the world. Every university have 5 copies of this. Every polytechnic, every college for education, every MDA, all the military and paramilitary agencies had copies of this.
Okay, so what do we need to know? What are the high points? Now, what exactly are the salient points that this magazine, I believe, is a one-off, the pensioner?
Yes.
What are the salient points we need to know about this Maina case?
Now, first of all, how we saved, recovered cash, assets worth over 1.63 trillion naira stolen yearly by civil servants.
Who is the we there?
The pension reform task team.
Okay.
Headed by Maina
at the time. Maina.
Okay.
Fighting corruption in Nigeria, PRUT, the actual facts. Then Rashid Maina challenging Nigeria. Nigeria should unite to fight corruption. In this, we did document our effort, our little contribution under the Goodluck administration to strengthen an industry that became an embarrassment. The history and genesis is that in June 2010, when Steve Orosoya became the head of service of the Federation, one day the lift wasn't working to get to his office, the 6th floor at the Federal Service. He decided to use his staircase. As he was climbing the staircase, he had an offensive odor, a sour soup coming out, and smoke coming out from the staircase. So he quickly jumped down, thinking that there was a fire incident. Mobilized security, only for them to go in and find that right there was a woman looking a little deranged, a little mentally challenged. But on cross-examination, she speaks very fine, refined English.
Okay.
And he found out that woman from Kaduna State, I won't want to mention her name, from Kaduna State, had been living under that staircase in the last 3 months.
Why?
Because her pension had not been paid.
Okay, you paint a good picture for us.
Hold on, please.
You know what? No, you need to hold on for us, please.
Right.
Look, we're short of time here.
Okay.
We'll need to maximize the time that we have to discuss this as much as possible so that we can unravel the hidden facts in this Maina gate.
Okay.
So you're going to help us as much as possible to cut to the chase.
All right.
Would really appreciate that.
Okay.
So now give us the salient points, the facts of the matter, if you can.
Now, the facts of the matter is that, based on his experience, the woman told him that he's a level 15 officer who retired from that office, that same office, establishment and pensions office, as an assistant director. And she's been laboring to get her pensions. Those who are still in service were negotiating, asking her to fulfill 40% of her entitlement to them. At that point, being a chartered accountant and being worried, he felt that every month he signs off pensions, and there was an assistant director not paid, not documented for the past 3 months. So,
was this the norm?
No, that's an aberration.
Okay.
And I had that experience as a secretary of the committee on pensions in the House of Reps.
But it was at that time that Stephen Orosoye discovered the kind of racket that goes on within the system. Okay.
He now decided that he called the PAMSEC and called the Ministry of the Establishment to find out, is there anybody that can help the pension system? We're talking about 98 pension offices, 98. One was doing well. That one was situated in Gwagwalada, called the Customs Immigration Prison Pension Office, where Maina was the acting director.
Okay.
And what he had done was that he had introduced technology, chips, into his own system. He had started what like this, what looks like an ATM swap card or the NIM card. He had been able to capture every retiree of the SIPU, put them up in a chip, that in every 6 months, they get an alert, which will require them to come and put their thumbprint to confirm that they're still
alive. Was it on the basis of that he was...
That was the basis.
He was promoted to become...
appointed?
Good. He was appointed now to head a team that had other members.
Okay.
You had Maina here from SIPO as chairman. You had V.A. Kaigama from the Office of Accountant General Federation as member. You have Samuel Adebanjo, Auditor General's Office as member. G.T. Idris from ICPC, leading member. Leke Alego from SIPO, which Maina come from, as a member. Representative of EFCC as member. The Office of PAMSEC as secretariat.
So all of these people were on that.
Now, these people were, they are including others.
Okay.
That included here. It included NIA.
Okay.
Okay. NIA included.
So there
SSS,
were key members on this.
Commission and the civil society, which I represented.
All right.
Okay. Now, this team, they were inaugurated in June 2010, and they commenced to work effectively January 2011. Okay, this was the final time that the old system was suspended. Okay. On June, then they took off from here, from January. The system took off.
Okay.
Now, in the first 11 months, there were recoveries, discoveries and recoveries, pension tips. Now, one thing good is, in 1996, I had done a work in local government where I applied the same technology, which is here, as a supervisory councillor then. I had done this same biometrics, trying to capture the identity of all the teachers in the local government, for which there was deduction of 3.08 million every month for teacher salary. After I have done this, it was reduced to 1.2 million. Okay? And I had labored under the Abacha government to introduce a scheme.
So all of this digitization was to cut all the leakages here and there, which Maina succeeded in doing. Okay, so at what point are all these allegations and accusations coming forth now? Because Maina said that he helped government to recover about 1.something trillion, which you showed us earlier.
Recently.
Okay,
that's all that is government.
All right.
Not about previous government.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when the discoveries started coming, like you have said, see the composition.
Yes.
Here, nobody reports to anybody. Maina as the chairman is the only person who reports to the head of service. Okay. But the service people, security agencies report to their heads. Okay. And they were mopping up funds. After all the discoveries, they move in because they had the prosecutorial power. They have the power of arrest. Okay. They had every instrument within them. Maina did not have any. Okay? So, if anything is cited, any building is spotted, any fund, any account is tracked, EFCC, ICPC, DSS, they move in and mob the fund and warehouse at the Central Bank of Nigeria, which the then Minister of Finance, Koji was in charge of with the Accountant General, okay, and the CBN governor.
So all of this actually happened?
Yes, they all happened.
Under
government.
Okay.
With Maina as head of
the...
Okay.
The Senate now saw publications of things that were going on. The Seventh Assembly, under Senator David Mark, heard what was going on and constituted an inquiry to find out what is it that was going on. The joint committee was headed by Senator Aloysius Etuk, Establishment and Pensions, and Kabiru Gaya, former governor of Kano State. And he was in charge of state and government committee. Both committees were asked to investigate what was going on. Ours and our thinking. Personally, being a consultant to one of the committees previously, state and government, felt that they were going to assist the work of this task team.
What was the finding of that?
Now, that task team, that committee, eventually became errand boys of the pension thieves. What played out that those who, for the 3 members, pension cabal, who were already facing trial by EFCC and ICPC, who were already on bail from the court, and in the parliament, as soon as any process is ongoing in the court, the House or the Senate or the House will not discuss it. But in this case, that was violated. People who were on bail were called to sit behind the committee members, now to interrogate and question Maina and Lamode.
So you're saying that the outcome of their finding was tainted by the fact that these people had cases on their
neck, and they needed to get out of the mess. And they found capable and worthy hands in the Senate. and they produced this report. This report, incidentally, talked about from 2005 to 2010. It never captured anything done
Under
by
Maina.
the task team. Okay? But they came out with a wide figure that 195 billion was missing. If it was missing, from where? Because the task team came effectively 2011. So we felt that, we told them that even though we don't want to contest, we wrote to them quickly. Here, when this report came out, we wrote to David Mark asking him, we're interested in where the 105 billion had gone to. Okay? Luckily, it didn't come in our tenor. Please assist us. Can we go and recover? There and then they say, get Maina dead or alive. Yeah, there was a decision of the
So that was the beginning of Maina trouble.
Okay. At this point, Maina has to be running from pillar to post to save himself from anger. At this point, he was shot. And we have evidence that to show why people, when the people come out. This is the staff car. This is one of the staff cars in the presidential fleet.
That's allegedly bullet-ridden?
Bullet-ridden. Maina left the villa.
Okay, so when you say that Maina ran from pillar to post, exactly where did he run to? Did he run to the courts to clear his name?
No.
Or what exactly happened?
Now, like I said, when the committee started their work, they never invited Maina. The records are there. They never invited the task team. But Maina felt challenged that how can the Senate be investigating pension without the pension from task team? That already, as at that date, recovered 282 billion cash that was already with the central bank, for which they were sitting and making appropriation, applying 74 billion of that money.
Can the central bank confirm that that money is actually domiciled with them till date? Obviously, nobody has had access to that fund.
There's access to it.
Okay.
74 billion of it was factored into 2012 budget. Okay, you want to confirm it. All right? We have tapes. We have it on tapes. Testifying to the assembly.
All right. The president at this time who set up the committee, giving the chairmanship to Maina, was he aware of all of these issues as the case may be? What was the president's postulation to this?
The president
or disposition?
Now, like I said, it was Steve Orosoya that set up this committee as head of service.
Okay.
It was when the news started going around of achievements of the task team that even Mr. President, then his attention was brought to what was going on. He called for a report, and this is the report that was given to them, economic management team.
Okay. What does that report say? Very briefly.
That this report is a summary. There's an executive summary here, which I will equally leave photocopies with you, of what transpired. We are going to confirm that she had taken custody of 282 billion cash that is in central bank warehouse, that they have factored 74 billion of it in 2012 budget. The balance, we don't know where it is today. All right? Now, after making this presentation, the president asked Okonjo-Iweala, how have these people functioned? Do they have any appropriation? What is, he said no. That this is an interministerial agency. Maina comes to work every morning as the assistant director of SIPO, doing his work, normal work, but not in Gwagwalada, but the head of service. Every approval, every dime spent was approved by Steve Orosoya and Afolabi, those who came after him as head of service.
And
the
same Steve Orosoya has been acquitted, if my memory serves me right, after investigations, of course, after going to court and all of that.
No, he has two cases.
He has two cases.
One has to do with establishment of this Nigeria Intelligence Unit form.
The NIU.
NIU, good. That one, he has been acquitted. But presently, he's being tried that he embezzled 2 billion, which he used in the biometrics. Some biometrics we have shown you now that was used. Okay. Where Maina was only mentioned, not charged along with anybody, but mentioned in between that he was at large.
All right. Hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Okay.
These allegations against Maina, are they false?
100% false. But that's why I'm trying to show you that these are approvals of expenditure in this transaction, in this task team. Nowhere will you see Mainas approving anything. Because the tax team had no money to work with.
Who else has details of these approvals that you have right now?
Now, it is head of service.
Okay. All of the head of service has this?
All the head of service have copies.
Okay.
That's why we're making it available.
Okay.
They have copies. We lifted this from our submission to them. Okay? Now, in terms of payment, look at the way payments were done. When the tax team certifies every month's payment,
yes,
they now forward it to the Minister of Finance or the head of service.
Okay. Does it require Maina's signature?
No, it doesn't. Look at it.
Okay.
Look at this approval. This is a conjugal. Because anybody is signing with the head of service. All right?
Yes.
This is payment of police pension and their payroll. Okay? For this month. 466 million.
Yeah.
Before this payment, before the tax team came, this office was receiving 1.5 billion every month.
And it reduced to 400 and...
Through this effort, we saw they needed only 466
after
million.
the biometrics were introduced. Okay.
Now, you go to head of service, the next office we went to, because we treated only 2 out of 96 or 98 offices, we treated only 2. This whole brouhaha is on 2 pension offices. Just 96 yet to be visited. 96. Okay. Nigerians are not asking questions.
Wow.
Now, in this, you can see this, the signatures here. Ibrahim Abdul Karim, Aro Ayoda, and Bello is these are the secretaries. Okay? These are permanent staff and the head of service. Now, this is 1.75 billion for head of service. Before this, they were getting 5.2 billion. From the effort, it came back to
so after biometrics was introduced, it came down to 1 point something billion.
From 5 point something
from
billion.
5.2.
Now these three signatories, are they still in the
Most of them are retired.
Are they still in the system?
No, Bello has retired. The former head of service has retired. But you don't retire, you are adding pension, so you're still in service. They can't be called to account, give their own account, as I'm giving.
Okay.
All right? Now, some of them are still in service, some have retired. Okay? Now, if you look at this, the first thing you ask yourself, as a legislator, the first thing that came to my mind is that, hi, there's appropriations since 1999, at least since we came back to democracy, which means in head of service alone, we have been appropriating 5.2 billion. They were giving 258,000 as pensioners to a budget office. Okay? 258,000 pensioners.
Okay.
To collect pension from monthly from the budget office, which translated to 5.2 billion in that head of service. Now, after our exercise, we found that we needed 1.75, which included 50,000 pensioners who had never been captured before.
Okay.
Who were brought in. So that was how it got to 1.75 billion. Now, I asked myself, who we are sharing the other ones?
Yes.
Okay? Outside Steve Orosoya, every other past head of service have been collecting money at home, running into billions. And I start to be challenged now.
Are you saying you actually had investigations to find out where these monies were going into?
The issue of getting Maina dead or alive is that the fact that these funds were shared. National Assembly was getting their own share, House, Senate, House of Reps was getting their own share from it. Their leadership, they know how they were sharing. Everybody who have been permanent secretary, head of service, director, down to get man was getting money. That was what will embody the member of that committee.
How were they getting the shares? Are there any paper trail to actually...
Yes, we did. We did have this. Okay? We did because...
Well, it's not surprising. You said the EFCC and DSS were all involved. So when it comes to following the money...
In Kaduna, in Zenith Bank, in Kaduna, one staff had 77 accounts.
One
staff had 77 accounts. Nigeria have not questioned Zenith Bank up to today. 77, one branch. And netting close to 2 billion naira.
From all the 77 accounts.
All right? Now, when we went to police pension fund, now, in Obalende here, in Lagos, where the office was domiciled, we discovered that 300 million naira was being deducted every Monday to Friday. I brought the check stored with Maina on AIT live program. 300 million naira deducted every day, Monday to Friday.
Deducted from whose monies now?
From the... I told you that they were in they needed only less than 400 million to pay. They were getting 1.5 billion.
Okay.
They have got this money since 1999.
Okay.
We are talking about investigating in 2011.
Yes.
Okay. Period of 12 years. Right. They had amassed so much wealth that they were sharing 300 million naira every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I started to be challenged. I brought the check stored with Maina on AIT, live program. I have not been challenged.
Okay, now we've had videos from Maina had gone viral telling the president to say, I know where you can find about 1 trillion naira, another 1 trillion naira, another 1 trillion naira in about 3 places as it is right now. And he wants to be able to send a message directly to the president. In all of this, the President Buhari, has he said anything? Has he been interested in this development so far? Because when it comes to recovering monies, we know that from the president's disposition, that's what he wanted. And to stamp out corruption.
Now, personally, I have written to Mr. President several letters, which included when he won election, and a magazine was coming up called Tozali that was doing a documentary on him. We were able to buy our way into the next line with him, which introduced Abdurrashid Maina to that president-elect. We told the story that is contained here about Maina and his task team and activities from here. It was fully documented. It was brought to his attention. Copies were delivered to him before swearing in, asking him, as you come in, please look at this, because we feel shortchanged by last government.
Okay, you seem to be very, very informed about the things that happened.
Yes.
Was Abdurrashid Maina fired from the Nigerian Civil Service? If he was, on the basis of what? We need you to clarify that. And we do know that he was out of the country. He left the country. How did he leave the country? Because immigration is saying that there are no records. That he actually left. Yes, that he traveled at least through the airports. There are no records. How did he leave the country? How did he find his way back into the country?
If he's back.
If he's back. Do you want to, shed light on this for us?
Now, like I said, when the Senate commenced their investigation,
yes,
and we quickly saw the pension thieves, those who are being quote unquote now, even because they have not been convicted, but from our record, they are, because we have recovered as a witness giveaway. All right, we saw them behind preparing questions for
the committee
for Lamode and Maina, who appeared voluntarily before them. The first day of that investigation, Maina spoke for 9 hours. 9 hours. Bringing out documents as I came now. 9 hours and broke down. Okay? The next morning, he was rushed to the hospital. From the hospital, he sent a message that as soon as I'm discharged, I will join able to continue because this effort cannot die. Within 2 hours, ETOC issued a bench warrant for arrest of Maina. A man who voluntarily started giving information yesterday, and reported sick today, he issued a bench warrant for his arrest. He came in the next day and paid for that bench warrant. Paid for it. At that point, as a legislator, as somebody who knew the rules of the game, I told him there will be no justice here again. Can we approach the court? That was the basis. We went to court and asked the court to stop that investigation going on. Because from all fronts, it was illegality. One, you were investigating matters that were before the court. Within your rules, we are not supposed to do that. Two, you have shown manifest bias, okay, by accommodating the suspects and making them star witness against their prosecutors. Then, and I now found out that, again, as somebody who has studied the Constitution properly, that there was a breach of the Constitution. That's Section 8A sub 1, which says that when the Parliament passes its resolution, they must put it in their journal or gazette it. The journal is for the Parliament. Yes. The gazette is for the executive. What is its essence? To put me and you, who are not there today, in the know that a resolution will be passed and the information is to be complete. So that if I can now gather all my information to be of assistance to them. Okay. They did not do that. There was no. So I went to court and the court said, "You're right. They did not meet that order." So before the court will rule.
Unfortunately, we don't have time. Honorable Ngozi Kaihuoma, thank you so much for shedding light on this. I can imagine that there still are many more questions in the minds of Nigerians, but you have done some level of justice to this. But of course, with time, the real facts will emerge. We appreciate your coming on the show this morning.
What we are going to do is that we have to arrange a second leg of this discussion.
Absolutely.
Because there are so many questions. I know as you're bringing out all of this with evidence, Nigerians are sitting down and watching because there are so many things Nigerians don't get to know. So we'll certainly arrange a second leg of this discussion so we can have questions answered since you are an insider to this, so that you can clear some things in the minds of Nigerians.
I owe Nigerians that duty.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honorable Elder Ngozi Kaihoma, the Executive Secretary, Legislative Watch, and Member Presidential Pension Task Reform Task Team. Thank you so much for coming.
Always my pleasure.
All right.